Today's Success Sparks feature of Ignite Success welcomes Michele McManamon. She is the Executive Director and co-founder of Operation New Uniform. Welcome, Michele.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Snowden.
Now, I know you also have been an owner and founder of Sandler Sales Institute right here.
Sandler in Jacksonville, North Florida. We own the rights here in North Florida.
So what made you shift to doing Operation New Uniform?
Yeah, great question. About 5 years ago, a little over 5 years ago, Pat and I decided we wanted to give back to the local community. And we really wanted to scholar a veteran through our program. And we know this is a big military community. We have not ourselves served, but we've owned a business for years, 20 years here, and wanted to make sure that we gave back. So we scholared a veteran through our program and quickly found out that our veterans overall don't know how to transition out of the military.
Right.
And it's unfortunate. The military does offer a program, and they try really hard, but they're really not getting to the real root of the problem, which is here.
Yes.
Understanding that there's such a difference, there's such a gap just mentally of what we do in the business community versus what they did in the military. And understanding that they need a network. And we help them not only through giving them tools to equip them to get into the business community, but we help them with that head trash stuff, getting rid of the, I'm not qualified, I'm underqualified, I'm overqualified. And we work on the things that really matter.
So you do the training of them psychologically as well?
Yeah, so it's myself and a Sandler-trained veteran who is also in front of the room, in front of our veterans. So they get both perspectives as a business owner as well as a veteran.
Oh,
because
wonderful.
We want them to understand the business side.
Right.
We're not going to keep them in the military anymore. Now we're going to transition them into the business community.
Right. I was talking to a gentleman in Philadelphia who was also involved in a similar kind of business, and he said one of the biggest issues is that many vets, of course, being excellent service people, have been used to following orders, but not taking initiative. Do you find that that's a problem?
Sure. Snowden, you probably know this too, being in business for as long as you have as well, is that the business community is gray.
Right.
And the military is black and white.
Right.
So, they're saying, wait a minute here, I'll be there when you tell me to be there, and I'm not going to leave till I'm done with my job.
Right.
However, I'm looking around and not everybody's like that.
Right.
And, we're looking for initiative. That's why military is so great. They're great employees. They're great leaders. They've led a lot of people.
Right.
But they just have to see the difference and how to be able to adapt.
Right. And the gray is such an important piece.
The gray is a huge piece.
Right. It is. And also, I think one of the other big challenges is accepting a wide variety of flexible solutions, right? Isn't that tricky? Because the military is so disciplined that this, and the business world, as you know, changes constantly.
Yes. It's funny, I'm finding that even in my own team, I have a great team that works with me. However, they're saying, Michele, you're going so fast. Can you slow down?
Yeah.
Can you slow down? I'm like, slow down? What does that mean? How does that work? We don't know that in our world,
I know.
And my operations manager, who's absolutely lovely, but she'll constantly say, if you could just slow down just a little bit. And I said, it's funny. You just do your thing and be as meticulous as you are, and I'll keep going fast, and we're going to meet somewhere in the middle.
I know. It's one of the things I've had to learn through the years, too. Slow down how quickly I speak. So, all of that. I've had to learn all of that because everybody has a different style.
Absolutely.
And are they also confronted with a great deal of stress, PTSD and things like that? Are you dealing with some of that?
Yeah, so that's a good question and an interesting question as well, because I think there's a huge misconception amongst the business community.
Oh, good.
As far as,
I'm glad you're bringing this up. Yeah.
I'm glad you brought it up, actually, because I was just talking about that this morning. I was sad to hear when somebody asked me, oh, look, I saw on their resume that they went through Wounded Warrior Project. What is their PTSD? And I was
using
shocked.
that
I
against
said,
them.
Excuse me, how could first of all, you can't ask me that question.
Right.
Second of all, what makes you think because they're working with an organization like Wounded Warrior Project that they automatically have PTSD?
Right.
Or that since they were in the military, they have PTSD? That's not a fact.
Right.
So, there is a disability rating that a lot of our veterans have coming out of the military for different reasons.
Right.
And as a business owner, that should not be any of your business.
Right, it is. Well, and who on the planet hasn't had some kind of trauma?
Exactly.
A lot of people suffer from PTSD and they get help for it and then they move on. So it's
Right.
not fair to brand veterans that way.
100%. Thank you for saying that, Snowden.
Yes,
It's very true.
It's very important. And so I know you also have some interesting initiatives. You got something coming up in November, right? A big event?
We do. It's called Heroes Dinner and Show.
Okay.
It's going to be at the Ponte Vedra Inn and Club.
Oh, great.
And we're really excited about it. We have about room for about 300. I have a very big name that I'm working on to come into
Woo.
town, and I can't reveal it just yet.
Cool.
But as soon as it's finalized, I'm going to come back on your show and tell everybody.
Oh, okay, that sounds great. And what will happen at this event?
So this is to honor our veterans.
Mm-hmm.
This is an opportunity for not only the business community, but individuals who want to support our veterans. It's a time for that. It's time to celebrate.
Yes.
The show is really something usually very fun. We have a great keynote speaker,
Oh,
and
great.
we have an auction.
Oh, terrific.
So it's a great way to support what we're doing to help veterans transition.
Wonderful. Well, thanks, Michelle, for all you do with Operation New Uniform
you,
and
Susan.
all the ways you're giving back to the community. We so appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me on.
My pleasure.